Just one day left in this year's legislative session, and South Carolina lawmakers may have finally reached some agreement on what has been the most talked about issue of the year, a plan to fix our roads.
Everybody's waiting to hear what they're going to do on this. The Senate passed a plan late last night. The House agreed to it just about 45 minutes ago. 7 News reporter Robert Kittle tells us all what this means for the roads we drive on.
The final roads bill could have an impact starting July 1st.
We're going to start fixing some roads.
The plan will provide $3.4 billion to fix roads and bridges.
Lives will be saved under this plan.
The bill sends $215 million a year to the DOT. The DOT will use that money to borrow the $3.4 billion over 10 years. What had kept the House and Senate from agreeing on a plan was that they couldn't agree on how to reform the DOT.
Right now, state lawmakers elect DOT commissioners based on congressional district. Critics say that means the commissioners then look out for their own areas instead of what's best for the entire state.
This plan lets the governor appoint all 8 DOT commissioners with input from lawmakers and advice and consent of the Senate. The goal is to take politics out of deciding which roads get fixed or built.
You don't have infighting within the DOT commission over jockeying for which road gets bumped up from, say, 3 to 1 or 10 to 2.
And there are other reforms to make sure the priority list gets followed.
We're requiring for the first time that the State Infrastructure Bank have to abide by the statewide transportation improvement plan. They just can't pick any project at random. It has to fit into the state transportation plan.
Right now, the governor appoints the DOT secretary who reports to the DOT commission. That means she has 2 bosses. This plan has the governor appoint commissioners and commissioners hire the DOT secretary. The secretary runs the day-to-day operations while the commission does long-range planning. In Columbia, Robert Kittle, 7 News.
Lawmakers point out this bill is a short-term solution. It does not address the long-term needs of the state.
They say they will address that eventually. In fact, they say they'll come back next year to work on a long-term plan for, say, 15, maybe 25 years, including a stable source of money.